Hello, Susie.
Brain Candy Podcast, episode 952.
Woo.
Welcome to the show. Hi, Louise.
Welcome to the show. Hi.
How are you?
I feel like I should just get my name changed to Sarah Louise.
It is actually getting weird.
It's like, Sarah, I don't even know Sarah Whitney. Who is that girl?
And I have to keep telling people, just so you know,
not my name.
Because that video promo that we put out where I said Sarah Louise and Susie Louise, then some people thought both of our middle names were Louise.
This is how to know a real podcast lover from...
That's right.
Recent fan. But just for all you recent fans, that is not our middle name.
Yeah.
That is just the loving
That's
little pet
our stage name.
Our stage name. Very good. Yeah, but that's the different person that I become. Sarah Louise.
Yeah, that's who you are on camera.
Yeah.
And I think I would love to know the percentage that actually know my middle name. Yours has more lore. We've talked about it more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sarah knows. And like, if you know, you know. But I think it's a rare breed.
Yeah.
How you been? What's new? What's cooking? What's going on?
Things are good over here, you know? Can't complain. Leaves are turning. Went to a concert and had a really good time. I had a sober concert experience.
Ew.
Which was so, like, no drinking.
I'm so sorry.
I had, like, did I even have anything before? Oh, yeah. Well, duh. That's, like, you're not going to go to the concert.
But you're like, but other than the drugs, I was totally sober.
That. But, like, just weed, you know. It was so nice. It was so much better than...
Well, do you think it would have been nice if you had nothing? Just raw dogged it?
Yeah, because I didn't have anything once I was inside. You know, like I wasn't smoking inside.
I guess I want to know what kind of concert.
It was a band called Big Wild, so kind of like electronic, but more, I would say, on the easy listening side. Like
easy listening electronica.
Yes,
like
I would
ambient?
Call it that. Kind-ish, but not really.
I hear what you're
like
saying.
And
Spotify
some songs
chic.
have vocals, some songs don't. There's a lot of like ethereal
Is it
dancing.
words or just vocals? Like,
Words.
Wow, real words. Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you go to this show?
Because I like the music.
You love Big Wild?
I mean, I like some of their stuff, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that about you.
And it's like not my favorite band ever, but like it's just like
it's a fun thing to do.
Yeah, fun band that's come around and popular
that's so
in Denver.
I love your new musical,
Yeah, I'm trying to get out there.
I think it's
Year
great.
Of dance, you know,
Okay.
next year. I'm
I know,
warming
but
up.
you're gearing up. You are.
I am. But how are you? You
I'm
moving your
good.
body over there?
Yeah, we were moving it at Oktoberfest, me and my brother.
Oh, fun. Can you believe this one? I've never been to an Oktoberfest.
You would love it.
Yeah, I love beer and I love pretzels.
Yeah, it's great food, great music. Like, you don't like regional music, but it is like
Some of it I do.
You know what you would have hated, though?
Oh, what?
Usually it is straight up polka, like German, proper Bavarian, and I love it.
Yeah.
But it would be nice every once in a while to pepper in a hit, you know?
Yeah.
But this year they peppered in a little too many hits, and twice I had to sit through Sweet Caroline.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that I could see that at October. You know what? They love to sway with the Stein.
Right. The old high elbows.
Yes.
Yes.
That is like what everybody wants to be doing. Mm-hmm.
Since we have expressed our hatred for both Sweet Caroline and the culture around it of questionable male behavior, I have been, just surveying the crowd when it comes on. And there's always like one really loud guy who is really into Sweet Caroline.
Oh my God.
And that guy he is on my radar for the rest of the night. That guy, because he's definitely drunk.
Yep.
He's
the
way
worst
too
kind
into
of drunk.
college football. Yeah.
You know,
Right. He's this guy.
He's drunk with no boundaries.
The clapping, the loud clapping. I don't want it.
Yeah, what is that? Of like, it's like, I'm drunk.
They're trying to make a party. They want shots.
The party guys.
I look at them and I think that guy is someone I would not want to be alone in a room with.
Yeah, because they don't know boundaries.
And they think if you don't love what they love, you're a killjoy.
Right. You're the problem.
And they want to kill you.
They're also the ones who are like, if you show any sign that you aren't interested, they think swaying louder and more like intensely in your direction is going to convince you.
They just haven't sung loud enough.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Yeah. So I thought
it's the same energy as the guy who's like, oh, you're a lesbian? Oh, I'll show. Yep.
You just haven't had the right dick.
Yeah. That's the same energy as the Sweet Caroline guy who can't control himself. Yep.
Yeah.
This is an SNL character that I just haven't fully developed.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a little bit of drunk uncle with a little bit of that frat boy that like.
It's like drunk uncle before he grew up.
Yeah.
It's the prequel.
Yeah. Drunk nephew.
His drunk nephew. Drunk cousin.
Yeah, drunk cousin.
And sometimes you can tell they're benevolent. They mean well, and they've had too much to drink. But sometimes you're like, I'm scared of you.
Yeah, the beer's going to spill me, and they always are talking way too close.
Always.
Oh, and the breath.
Here's what, this will not surprise you.
The khaki shorts that are cargo shorts. Khaki shorts, cargos, belt with its braided. You know those braided belts?
Oh, I know them.
Or one of those like D-ring belts. Ew. And a polo shirt and the boat shoes or some kind of shoes similar. Or
they're not married to those.
Rainbow sandals.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Frat guy.
Yep.
Well, this will not surprise you as a Meister story.
Oh, can't wait.
But our tickets included food, a buffet of, pierogies.
Oh, my God.
Kielbasa.
Oktoberfest buffet? Oh. Was it the Elks Club?
No, but I wish.
Sign me
up.
That
is a great question. It was pierogies, kielbasa, sauerkraut,
I love
all the good
those
stuff.
Things.
Just so fun.
Now.
And they also had German chocolate cake, of course.
My favorite kind.
It's delicious.
Oh.
Well, my brother, Dave Meister, he will not eat German chocolate cake on principle, even though he acknowledges that it is very tasty.
Is this like a thing of it's not traditionally German? Like the name of it is?
Yeah.
Oh, God. What is he saying?
Well, And
I got news for him about French toast.
What?
Not from France?
Well, but why is it called that?
Because it's made from French bread?
Okay, well, that's better. Okay. This is worse than that.
Okay.
Because German chocolate cake is not from Germany, but the reason they call it that is because the guy that made it, his last name was German. His literal last name was
I think Bob that's a German. Good name. I think that's a great reason then.
To call it that?
Yeah.
Like Bob German chocolate cake.
Oh,
but like then you're serving it at Oktoberfest.
But he's saying this isn't an appropriate food for Oktoberfest because it's not actually German in nature or origin. It's just called German chocolate cake because of some dude. Like you wouldn't have me at a Japanese festival because my last name's Rice.
Thank you.
Okay. I see what we're doing here. I get what you're saying.
Like he likes rice, but he wouldn't want rice's recipe at a Japanese festival.
Right? That would be weird.
The fucking cherry blossom festival.
That would be totally
appropriative.
Totally.
But if your last name's German, you're probably German.
That's what I would think. Like that, it seems like Ellis Island, kind of like you came in here. What, can't speak English? Where are you from?
What if your
Germany?
last name is German and you're from fucking Italy? Or where else would you be from?
Where else would you be from? That's my question.
All right, I'm gonna.
But
check on
also
that.
German. Hang on a sec. German, actually not a German word, because in Germany they call Germany Deutschland.
What type of word is it?
So.
That is where Bob is from.
This may be proving your brother's point here.
Yeah, he's like, it's delicious, but why are we having it at Oktoberfest?
Yeah, Deutschland. Origins of the last name German. Well, now we have to know. I mean, I just have to know.
It's such a Meister thing to do,
Oh,
though.
my God. It's an old French word.
French?
It's
German
germain.
is a French
Germain
word?
meaning German, yeah. To refer to an immigrant from Germany.
Who's this guy? He sounds like someone that would love Sweet Caroline, is what I'm saying. You're naming a cake after you? Okay.
Yeah, now I want to know.
It's
so good. It's my favorite cake, and now I'm hungry.
It's so good. And it makes me hungry, and that makes me want Hungryroot.
Well, absolutely, duh. If you want to save a whole bunch of money on groceries and you want good quality ingredients and you don't want to waste time or energy at the grocery store and you want everything
These are
in one
all
place.
things everyone wants.
Yeah, it's the best.
And we're getting rave reviews from our listeners who are trying it. And so you're welcome, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because it's basically like, I think of it as a hybrid of meal delivery and grocery delivery. Because you get the recipes and then you get the ingredients to make them. But you also get like pantry stuff if you want. You can get snacks and desserts. And
the option to swap out anything that you don't like in those meals that are the recipes.
Yeah, if you have like dietary restrictions or preferences, you can just be like, no thanks, I want this instead. They have even breakfast. Lincoln loves these tiny little pancakes they make.
Yes, they're very cute.
He loves those. But, you know, I've never seen anywhere else with delicious breakfast stuff. It's so fun. And it's then something else I don't have to worry about.
Yes. I love not worrying about things.
I do too. And maybe you want all organic, or maybe you don't want meat or whatever. Just let them know. And then your whole cart will be those things. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, you get 40% off your first box. Plus, you get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/braincandy and use code braincandy. That's hungryroot.com/braincandy, code braincandy, to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/braincandy, code braincandy. And you can always look at our website, thebraincandypodcast.com. That's where all of like our partners, codes, and URLs live. So.
Yep.
If you forget. All right. Well, that took longer than it needed to. All right. Enough about that. Okay. I think I had a debate for us.
Oh, I love a debate.
Okay. I guess the first thing I wanted to talk about was the thing that I sent you in Instagram about how some people are getting tattoos under anesthesia. Did you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's dumb.
Tell me about your feelings about it.
Okay, there are a few things.
Yeah.
One, I think, well, okay.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Is how I feel. Sure. About a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, the more I say it, the more I just sound like an elitist. And what, like everything that I want to say.
But you have to walk through it though, because
I do have to. Okay, so I'm going to walk through what my mind goes to is moms who get very like high and mighty about how you have to have a natural birth versus C-section or whatever, and it feels like, who the fuck cares? Have the baby however you want to have the baby. If you want, there's no like one's better than the other. I could argue whatever, you know.
That is a really good comparison.
Yeah, that's where my brain goes to. And of course, this is a little bit different, but maybe not. You could elect to have a C-section, like the same way you can elect to have a tattoo and anesthesia. And it might be somebody who's like, I just would like to avoid the pain process. What do I want? I want the outcome. I want
a baby.
I want the tattoo. I want the finished product. If you're going to say... You
don't want to earn it.
And so that is a different journey.
Yeah.
And I will say, I am somebody who has been tattooed on many different kinds of journeys.
Oh my gosh,
have had a tattoo artist who has... I think I've had a tattoo artist who used numbing cream once. There was a time, I think a brief period, where they thought that was like fine to do. And then it was like, no, don't do that anymore.
Now it's not? I don't even know how...
I think that because I remember having one tattoo done like that. I think...
Yeah, I never thought about it. Why don't they do that?
Because there's something about like it'll get in the way of the slip or something, or you don't want
get infected.
Yeah, you don't want that on your skin. So
Makes
I think
sense.
there may have been a time where I did that for like one of them, and I think it might have been the one under my arm. But not because it was like, oh, I chose this. It was like, that's just how I was young. And that was what they were doing. Then I had, everything else done, regular. Then I had the hand poke tattoo done. And I've done the hand poke tattoo at a tattoo shop with the normal procedure. And then I've done the hand poke tattoo in my chest with the whole ceremony around it.
Yeah.
Where it really was more about the journey of getting the tattoo than the actual outcome. I didn't even pick the location or the design or anything because I didn't care about the outcome as much as I cared about like what it represented and that journey for myself. So I think it depends on what somebody's relationship with the tattoo is and what's important to them. Because if you want to do something to, I don't know, like honor something, and there's part of the pain and the memory that maybe
ritual.
Makes it more, ritualistic, more visceral, more, you're like aware of the feelings around it and the whole process. You could be maybe, some would argue, like connected to that memory in a different way.
Yeah.
I'm super into that. But if you're just like, nah, I want a picture of a fucking lion on the top of my arm, then
because it looks cool.
Because it looks cool. But don't go pretending like you are about like the journey or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that with a lot of my art. I say, people are like, oh, that's cool. Like, does it mean anything? I'm like, no. I just was like, that looks cool. And I drew it on a piece of paper, or I
You're
picked it out of a
unusual
magazine.
because
I do not, but some of them have a lot of meaning.
Most people, if you say, oh, what does that mean? You better settle in for the most boring, self-righteous story of your life.
Yeah, because at first I had those maybe stories around it, but the reality after like years of having these things on my skin, almost 20 years, maybe more, I'm like, no, I don't really. It just
looks cool. It's art.
I thought that looked cool at the time.
Yeah, and it's meant for the viewer to interpret.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
like all good art. Yes.
Right. Who cares? Okay. So I don't know. I feel a little bit like my instinct is to say that's a pussy move, and you're a little.
It
bitch.
is a pussy move.
But well, here's all of this gendered language in that.
Yeah, but totally.
But that's
for lack of a better word.
Right.
Better word. Like, here's what I kept doing, because I was sort of waffling like you. Like, I'm reading this article, which was in the Atlantic, about how people were getting tattoos under anesthesia. And on one hand, I'm like, yeah, fine. Who cares? Like, why do you have to suffer to get something put on your body? Like, why do we associate like this? You have to earn it for this thing. But at the same time, I imagined, what if I were dating a man who had tattoos, and then I found out that he had gone under anesthesia.
Right. Well, okay.
Well, I'm not attracted to that.
No, I'm not.
I don't care that you did it for yourself, but I don't want to bang you.
Right. Here's what
Sarah's about to be nice.
No, I'm not going to be nice.
Okay.
I'm totally on your side. I'm 100% with you in every single way. But I've also seen the people who go get this done, and it becomes...
Men?
Yes. it's almost like a surgical procedure, and they're in a room and it's usually to get an entire like back piece done in one setting, which I think is not a good idea. Right. When you're tattooing your whole body, it's creating an open wound. You are increasing the chance of things getting infected. I've gotten large areas tattooed before, and it's given me like flu symptoms almost, because your body's fighting off like a whole bunch of stuff that's in there.
A foreign object.
Yes. So to do that on your back, I think could end up, I don't know, like being more detrimental in the long run. And so I could see people are going in there and just like getting their whole back blasted to just do it in one shot. I don't think that's the way to do it.
Yeah. And if
I
you
think
found
any
out
real
they
tattoo artist would.
You wouldn't be like, oh yeah, bend me over. You'd be like, no, bye-bye. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Right. Yeah, my brother has his entire back done. And yeah, Greek mythology on the whole thing.
Okay.
And he got it in little pieces.
Yeah, that's fine. He didn't go into the fucking anesthesia like a weirdo.
I like it. It seems like there was a story to it and a process, and the healing process. It gives you time to just like, I don't know. It's part
it
of the
doesn't hurt that bad. I mean, it hurts, but like, if you're doing your whole back, that's different.
Right. I don't know anybody who's going under anesthesia to get like a small area tattoo. That's the most insane thing I've ever heard.
It's insane because anesthesia is high risk to begin with. It's like you're taking a risk every time you go under, says the woman with breast implants.
Also, could this be... okay, here's another theory. You know how in... I saw this on, what the fuck is it called? That Mormon Wives show. Uh-huh. How all those women who are Mormon love to go get the Botox and everything like that done because they're getting laughing gas and they're getting all the stuff. And they asked them in the interview, is this more for the laughing gas or more for like the results?
Great question.
And they go 50-50. So... could this be a way for people who are like...
It's like Mike Jackson.
I want a little bit of... I want to have the tattoo. And if I can also benefit from, like, some painkillers and anesthesia, I'll take it. Mm-hmm. I mean, not I'll take it, but people will take it.
All right. Well, I mean... Again, I think we're on the same page. It's like, do whatever you want. I mean, it's your body.
I'm not going to give you points for it.
Yeah, no, I'm not thinking that's real hot stuff. And they were saying, there was somebody they interviewed in the article who was like, yeah, like tattoos are, historically associated with strength and like, you know, that thing that you have to, what can you withstand and blah, blah, blah. And this person was like, I really don't think anyone's looking at my Fraser tattoo and thinking he's a real tough guy and that this like ruins it. Right. And I'm like, you went under anesthesia for a Fraser tattoo?
That is unreal.
That is a whole separate problem.
That is. I can't help you. I have so many questions.
Several problems going on.
I have so many questions.
Comorbidities.
I do love Fraser. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, think about how into stuff I get, and I'm not doing that.
I know. It is real crazy that we haven't gotten a tattoo together or anything like that before.
I know, Sarah. It feels sick and wrong.
I know.
We will, though.
Yeah, we will.
Just when people least expect it.
Right. I know it sounds nuts, but I like it wouldn't look good on me because my fingers are ugly as hell. And I mean that like they look like somebody took a sledgehammer to them. Like they're not normal finger shaped. If they were normal finger shaped, then they've been through a lot, But I do like the finger tattoos on like dainty fingers. When people get like the little like symbols or designs
in between the two knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
It looks really cool. But
I agree.
Alas, I will not be doing that.
What would you get if you got one though?
If I got a tattoo on there?
On that.
Oh, I would probably like look up some cool like Celtic symbols or something like that because that's my ancestry.
Yeah, yeah.
So I could make it like appropriate for,
Got it. Okay.
Make it mean something.
And then she'd go under anesthesia.
Could you imagine?
Like a weirdo. All right. Next up,
I feel like I could just do it to myself. Like I could probably tattoo myself.
Oh my God. I don't know why I didn't mention this. We just got a tattoo gun.
Why did you do that?
Because, well, I have a 13-year-old son.
Do not let... What are you... Oh my God. He's going to end up... He likes to draw dicks. He's going to end up with a fucking dick on his leg.
We bought fake skin.
Okay, good. Tell him he cannot tattoo himself.
I mean, I've already done that. I wouldn't have got it if I wouldn't have got it if I thought he would. He's very I know people associate him with like that. Yeah, he's not
Jordan's
a risk taker.
Like that too. My brother Jordan used to get in trouble left all the time. Just all the time. Every day and twice on Sunday kind of thing. But that guy is the most cautious, rule follower.
Yeah.
Even
if I go above the speed limit, he's like, wow, you're really going a little fast here.
Yeah.
I'm they're
pussy.
Not
right.
Just kidding. Yeah. No, but I've always been comforted by that.
My brother is the exact same way. It's so funny.
Interesting. Wonder why.
And anytime he goes... Anytime I'm driving, he always thinks I'm tailgating. And he goes, oh, you want to let the person in front of you drive the car? Every time he says that. Are we letting the person in front of you just get behind the wheel here? Is that what you're trying to do? No, Jordan, I'm not.
Well, I will be really mad, obviously, if I am proven foolish and naive. But
no, he'll tattoo his friends. You'll get a phone call from one of their parents because he's talked them into letting him do it.
Yeah, and our thing is about consent.
God,
if they consent to it.
Okay.
No,
dude, you could tattoo
else.
my finger. He could tattoo me.
Oh my God! What if you're his first victim?
Yeah, I got some room on here. If he just did a little something, I would not even mind. I would totally let him. Like a little spot in here, like right here.
See, Aunt Sarah's...
I got a blank spot. Yeah, throw a little Lincoln, do a fucking doodle on there. That would be fun. Oh, it's exactly what I want. This is a throwaway. This who cares? Like what? Like there's so I've never been like, oh my God, this isn't half of these aren't finished, half of them bled together, and this isn't the right color anymore. It's just like a mess. Like who gives a shit? It'd be more fun to have something meaningful.
Well, I'm not going to tell him this because believe me, he will become very invested in the story. But like I said, we got those sheets of fake skin, and it is fun to watch because, wow. It's a real thing. And I had to explain that this ink ain't regular.
No, right.
If it gets on, even just
oh, it's never coming out.
It is serious. And he wears the gloves and all that. But yeah, I'm a bad mom and everything.
And then uses a little Vaseline with his pinky finger. That's what they all do. They all do the gloves on and then Vaseline with the pinky finger.
I'll send you a video of him doing it. But anyway, yeah.
So use deodorant first.
Oh, I don't know this trick.
When he does the stencil, clean off the skin, then rub it with deodorant, and it'll absorb the sweat. It's antiperspirant, so they won't. Well, if it were a person, wouldn't sweat while you tattoo.
Dang. All right, I'll tell him.
Don't tell him these things. I mean, do tell him, but
I thought this was a tip.
It is a tip if he's tattooing. Which he shouldn't do because he's a child.
He's not doing that.
But he's not doing that.
Well, I'll tell you what he is doing, and that's telling me how I'm a snazzy dresser, and that is all thanks to Daily Look. Okay?
Yes.
This
so cute
is such a great premium personal styling box that comes to your door, styled and curated by a human being, which is really sad that we have to say that.
Yeah.
But that's where we are, everyone.
And it makes a difference.
It actually really does.
Yeah, because the stuff that I get in my box is exactly the kind of stuff I'm looking for because, they give you all of the little quizzes. You could say yes, no. And then they'll say, what do you like about this? And say, I like the colors or the patterns or the style or whatever. And with a lot of these, I'm like, they're going to give me the stuff I don't want. But no, everything I said, I like a more androgynous look, and they gave me things that really fit that. and really great materials. So soft.
Really, I agree. Really nice product. And not just about style too. It's also like your body type. And then you can write like, I want to emphasize this. And maybe whatever. Like you can say like what you're aiming for with your look. And I think that they do an excellent job. And that's why they are the #1 highest rated premium personal styling service. And why we love them. And it's really nice. And you can tell them also like your price point.
Yes.
Like there's nothing worse than getting like the perfect item. And it's like, oh yeah, I can't afford that.
Right.
Because then you got to send it back. But this isn't like that. So I think you will really enjoy it. And you get such a great deal with our code that you should at least try it one time. It's time to get your own personal stylist with Daily Look. Head to dailylook.com to take your personal style quiz and use code BRAINCANDY for 50% off your first order. Once again, that's dailylook.com for 50% off. And make sure you use our promo code BRAINCANDY so they know we sent you one last time. Dailylook.com, promo code BRAINCANDY.
Brain candy.
Brain candy. Okay. This was fun. This was an article in The Guardian, and it was interviewing a guy that has been an extreme cleaner for 25 years.
Oh, I mean, what classifies one as extreme cleaner?
Well, it's all the classics like hoarding and stuff. But really what I think is the definitive...
Oh, I see. Like this person goes into homes and they clean places.
Extreme problems.
Okay, I see. This isn't just somebody who prefers things clean and goes to extreme lengths too.
You're like, that's called OCD.
Right. I was wondering. Okay.
So like really the definitive thing that makes somebody an extreme cleaner is they are focused on like bodily fluids.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's the difference between cleaning and extreme cleaning. Because we all got
bodily
dirt.
Fluids or pet waste.
Any living
Excrement.
thing creating poop or blood.
Oh God. The words. Right.
But it was such a fun article to read because, number one, he is so cute and likable. But he's also like really serious about cleaning, and he wanted to offer maybe some tips,
Oh, yes. What does he got?
Well, the first thing I read in the article made me laugh because it was like, you don't sand phlegm. You got to heat it back up, make it a little wet, and wipe it. You don't want those living particles back in the air. And I was like, whoa, this is a cleaning.
Sand?
Yeah, like if people have a lot of phlegm, they sand it off of surfaces. Because let's say someone did a loogie.
How is phlegm getting onto surfaces?
Let's say someone hawked a loogie and then it dried. Mm-hmm. You don't want to sand it. You want to heat it and wipe.
You do
Sanding puts all the biological data.
Absolutely fucking disgusting. Can I share with you one of my worst moments of my whole entire life?
Yes. And before you do, are you trying, did I just learn that you have a real thing about phlegm?
I mean, I've always had a thing about phlegm. I feel like everybody should have a thing about phlegm. But I feel like in my family, everybody's very phlegmy. Like my everybody makes noises. And my girlfriend's like, your family has a sinus issue. And that like, she's like, this is genetic. Every one of you does this.
I feel like that about my family too.
And it is true. And I'm the best because I do it away from people quietly, or I say I'm about to make a terrible noise. Are you ready? And then I will do it.
That is so nice.
So I'm grossed out about it in like the normal way. But my worst experience, it's so visceral. I can remember it to this day. And you guys are just going to have to come on this little ride with me.
Yeah.
I was at the gas station and I was pumping gas. And then I go to get into my car and I'm wearing flip-flops.
Yeah.
And I go to get into my car and I go to put my foot on the brake and my foot slips off the brake. And I go, that's weird. And so I put my hand down to touch it. And then I pull up my hand and I am holding somebody's
muke
phlegm.
Oh my gosh.
I could feel it to this day. I instantly wiped, and this was right around COVID times. And so they were out of paper towels or napkins at the gas station because everybody had used them for stuff. So I can remember exactly where I was in Marina Del Rey. I run into the gas station and I'm like, emergency with my hand in the air. Like, I just put my hand in a loogie, and I'm screaming at this. And the mechanics who are working on because it's like one of those mechanic gas station / oil change places. The mechanic is like coming from the back with his gloves on. And I'm like, oh my God, you've got to have something. You have gloves. And they give me hand sanitizer and squirt hand sanitizer and like throw me a rag with oil on it. I'm like, I don't care.
That's
anything to get this off.
Tragic.
And that is why you should never always look before you touch
anything.
As you should never just blindly touch something.
Wow. And you do have a phobia of mysterious wetness and
you
mysterious
wonder why.
Goo. Right.
Ain't nothing mysterious about that. I knew just where it came from. The back of somebody's disgusting ass throat.
I'm so sorry.
So, all right. What were we talking about?
Well, I'm glad I brought it up. This extreme cleaner has some tips for us. He was saying that prisoner walls are really great for training his crew. Prisoner cells in general. So that
makes sense. If somebody's going to reduce me to my most primal, then I'm going to behave in my most primal way.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And there are a lot of fluids going on in prison cells.
Oh my God. And what about preschool walls? Because those seem pretty nasty. Oh, yeah.
That's a good point. I guess he's not being hired for that because those poor teachers are having to do it
terrible.
Yeah. But prisons are, federally funded. So I guess they. Yeah. But he teaches these people that unlike a vagina, you're going to want to clean from back to front. And that's real important. So everything behind you is clean.
That is very funny.
I know, because as I was it didn't say as a vagina in the article, but as I'm reading it, I'm like, back to front, huh? That's not what we are taught.
That was just a Susie special. Okay, that was great. That's hilarious.
Yes, it's a Susie special and also true. So everything behind you is clean. Everything in front of you still needs to be done. And that's how he teaches them. And then he said that he likes to... So you don't
trap yourself in the corner, too.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Me, too. I mean... Mistake. And you wouldn't want to do that in a prison.
Right. And then top down.
That's right. Top down.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then he likes thin gloves, but then he has to wear 2 pair. Oh. You want to balance between dexterity and safety.
Of course.
And then he tells these new recruits, you should clean with one arm behind your back, because what happens is, he said, that they pick up these needles on this, crime scenes and wherever they're cleaning.
That makes sense.
And then they go to put it in the trash can, and then they stab the other hand. But I don't know how what's holding the bag? I guess you just put one arm back, pick up the needle, and then you have a separate canister.
Yeah, that makes sense. You should do that.
Yes, he said he's seen that too many times, Sarah, too many.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
And he said that up until...
I would just assume you're going to get, go in with the assumption, and that mindset, I am going to get, punctured by something or inhale something I don't want to, so that you do the proper things to, take the precautions to protect yourself. It absolutely is. And all those bodily fluids and all that, not good. Respiratory infections, bad.
What's crazy is he said that up until even the 2000s, there was such ambiguity about how you catch certain viruses, or really all of them, that if there was a crime scene, for example, you got your blood and all that, then the first responders and stuff, fire brigade would come. I think he's in England because that's the term they use.
Oh,
brigade.
yeah, okay.
They would just hose it down into the sewer. And now we know that viruses stay alive in several days outside of the body, and that is germ theory contamination shit.
Dude, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But
I did not know that you couldn't just like hose off a scene down the ultra. Like I totally get it when you say it. It makes a lot of sense. But that's one of those things where I'm like,
it seems like we could
fuck.
still
If I won't even wash my car outside because I don't want that soap going
right,
down.
the suds, yeah.
Like I'm like that.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, and I totally didn't think about that. I mean, not like I'm washing off any crime scenes, but you know, just things that you don't think about when you don't have that job.
He's very passionate about blood. He talks about how it is the worst stain you could ever get, and he says, if you get a blood stain in your carpet, particularly if it's any kind of a pooling, you can't get it out. You're going to have to cut it out.
Huh.
It is like
I don't know. My brother, the firefighter, is really good at getting blood stains out of all of his clothes.
I guess it depends on if it pools.
Okay, that's probably true. Yeah.
But he did say like there's cost benefit. So if he got a blood-stained pillowcase, he said, that's going in the bin.
You go in the bin.
Toss it out. It ain't worth the hassle.
Right.
But if you got a car interior, you're going to work on it.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Right. Would you buy a car that had, stains like that in it? Like, okay.
Stains?
Okay. Here's the situation. This car, no, it was not involved in any sort of accident. Somebody was sitting in it. And they were hit in a... okay. I was going to say a drive-by. But they were shot in somewhere. And the blood pooled in the car. So somebody's been shot in that car. But it's a really nice car. You love it. A deal. It's like... the car you want at a steal. Okay. And they've managed to get all of the stain out. In fact, they've even... replaced the seats, the interior. Are you buying that car?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What if they have not replaced the interior, but they've done a
decent
enough job? Okay.
What about you? You're saying no thanks.
No, I don't care either.
No drive by.
I do not care. In fact, if there's a little outline, I'd tell everybody who got in this car. See that ring over there?
I know. Oh, I thought you meant like a crime scene outline for a second.
That would be funny. I mean, no, it's never funny that somebody dies. I don't want that to happen ever. But I'm just saying.
It would be funny if you bought a car with one.
It would, yeah. If somebody had already happened, I say,
What is the limit where you wouldn't then? Is it the red stain?
Well, at that point, it'd be brown.
Yeah.
If it's tan interior, I don't think I could do it if I could see it.
That's right.
Because then what it would do is every single time I got into that car, God, now that I say it might do it even just knowing. I would think about that, and that might put me not in the safest mindset to actually be operating a vehicle.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay.
And I think about, I'm driving these like very dangerous roads during the winter when it's stormy to get up to the mountains. Sure. And I've had days where like I just listen to podcasts that are too violent or too like true crimey. And I'm like, I can't snowboard today. I'm too scared. I'm scared I'm going to fall and like hurt myself. Like I become like fearful, like, so maybe I wouldn't be able to do that. Maybe I don't want the car that had the murder in it. What a horrible fucked up question to ask.
Well, you did say it was a really good deal though.
I know, I do love a deal.
Yeah, it's like, what do you love more?
Yeah, it depends. How good is the deal?
Or savings.
How good is the deal? you nothing's free, right?
No such thing as a free lunch.
No such thing.
What do you want to know what it sounds like when maggots are eating a body?
Oh my God!
Because he shared that. I didn't know if you wanted to or not. What
Go
do you
ahead.
imagine?
What
do you imagine? You should try to see.
It sounds like rustling leaves. No, I hate that it would sound like chewing. I hate that that's what it's going to sound like. I think
he says it sounds like that noise that you do if you like push saliva through your teeth.
Oh my God.
You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone.
I used to have this recurring nightmare when I was little that's absolutely 100% based on the movie The Craft, and that they have some like scenes that are like nightmare scenes in that. And I used to have two. One that I'd be up on my bunk bed that was had no lower bunk, but just like the top bunk. And on the floor would be all snakes below me. And then the other one I would have is I'd lift up the toilet seat and it would just be maggots that came out of the toilet.
Oh, my word.
Yeah. I would have these horrible nightmares.
Maggots are disgust.
I mean.
Yeah.
So are flies.
It's so gross.
Because I know what you were.
What? And I know what you like landing on.
Oh!
And then they land on your pizza or whatever. That's
this
what I always
is a
think.
Halloween episode. This is straight up horror, trigger warning, nightmare material.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Maybe that's why they ran that article. I don't know, but I did think like, yeah, he's had to deal with a lot. And that a lot of what the human experience is hiding what we are, which is animals.
Absolutely.
And that's why, like, all it takes is, like, one day at Woodstock or, you know, one day where the power's out at the, you know, stadium where they're keeping the Katrina people or whatever.
Right.
And next thing you know, everyone's swimming in poo.
Oh, my God.
You know? And so then all the illusions are shattered. And you're like, we're just freaking bags of bones and disgusters.
Right.
And we stink.
Right.
And have all kinds of wet fluids.
And anybody with a child knows that.
Right.
Those things are just
that's what he said. He goes,
Petri dishes for
he's like
the first 4 years.
We all deal with fluids for various reasons. Love, you know, like a child.
Yep. Totally.
Whatever. But that when there's no context for it, when it just you touched a loogie. You have a reaction like that. It's horrifying.
Oh my God. My neighbors are going to be like, what is happening?
Is she okay?
No, she's just talking about bodily fluids. So much mystery. I am so glad that, well, everybody's perfect for every job. You know, I was listening to my girlfriend and her friend. I'm having surgery on my finger, and these guys are talking about surgery stuff, and I'm about to pass out in the room with them because I'm like, you guys are freaks, and I'm like gonna throw up.
So it makes you feel like, because it's the empath thing.
Like I feel like it's happening. I'm gonna like I want to crawl out of my skin.
It's not theoretical.
It's happening in my body right now, and I hate it, and I want to crawl out of my body and escape the physical form. That's what it makes me feel like. But we were talking, and I said, yeah, you know, and a lot of people don't want to be a therapist and listen to people's, listen to feelings and listen to, like, the worst thoughts and fears and whatever people have because...
Well, in some jobs, they aren't disgusting, but, like, you can't even fathom. Like, I wouldn't want to be an architect. I'm not detail oriented. The building would fall to the ground, you know, like everyone has these, like, there's such a range of abilities.
Thank goodness, right?
Yeah, thank goodness.
Thank goodness. It's all perfectly, like, designed that way.
This guy was made for this job.
Yeah. And those clean, what do you think? You think those people who are extreme cleaners like that have super tidy houses or just regular?
Probably regular. They did describe him as very fastidious.
Fastidious is the word I was going to use. Yeah.
That he's very And I related to him because they described it as like, he doesn't believe in procrastinating.
Oh, that's good. That's good for him. That's why he's a clean person.
This is another reason why I love the article is they said that when his son, for example, got diagnosed sadly with cancer, although he's recovered, that this guy's response was like, we have a job to do. We got to get this sorted. We're going to organize it. We're going to get a system. And then once everything was sort of going, he like lost it emotionally, right? So as long as he has a job and task, he's okay. But as soon as it's like...
He's the workaholic to manage the emotions. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I think he likes to have a job. He likes things to be in order. And then if he's left to sort of just sit with it, I think that's really hard for him.
Yeah.
But he's found the right job.
Yeah, that's exactly the job for him.
Right? And thank God for these people. Because the article started with like somebody pooped outside of a theater and the ticket goers are going to be here any minute for a showing of some film. It was like some rom-com and there's poop right outside the door. And we got to sort it out. Cleaner. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's got to pick up the poop.
Oh, gosh.
All right, last thing. I guess I want to know what your opinion is.
Lay it on me.
You know how people.com has devolved into just like dumbass stories?
Absolutely. I 100% know. When they thought me having a miscarriage was worth their online, like...
And imagine how much worse it is now, like however many years later.
Right.
Like it is just ridiculousness, like the MTV show. It's just like YouTube content, but just the like word format.
Yeah, totally.
But anyway, they had an article about this fella he's 60 and he had gone into a Walmart with his emotional support animal, which happened to be an alligator.
Nope.
And he was pushing it around Walmart in a cart and its nose was like protruding out from the front of the car.
No, sir. I'm sorry. If you are so emotionally unstable that you cannot visit Walmart without an alligator, you need a higher level of care.
Have you heard of Amazon?
You need something else.
Well, what happened was...
That feels... Did this happen in Florida?
Funny you should say that.
This is ridiculous.
And the people at this Walmart and the customers, the workers and customers, were not pleased and asked him to leave. And he cannot believe it because he has been bringing this alligator to this particular Walmart, according to him, for 3.5 years, Sarah.
Then he's been committing crimes for 3.5 years by my best. This is going to be a controversial statement. I don't care.
I love it.
I don't think even emotional support animals should be allowed inside. Though that is not the service of that actual animal. No. That animal is to provide emotional support during whatever emotional crisis you're having. If it is so severe that you may have some sort of breakdown in the grocery store, then an emotional support animal isn't the level you need. You need, that's like PTSD level stuff.
Well, that's why you know it's bullshit.
Shouldn't be, right. And you shouldn't be, but I was in the grocery store not even that long ago, and I watched a dog lift his leg up and pee in the middle of the frozen food aisle on whatever the aisle in the middle was. And this was at fucking Whole Foods.
That is so... Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
In Denver?
Yes.
Was it a service animal? No, they don't do that. Service animals don't do that. Was it emotional support?
Yes. This lady with one of those little white dogs that she just had walking with... And this dog didn't have anything on. And I know she's the lady who'd be like, it's my emotional support.
Fuck you, bitch.
It's not.
You're going to need more dogs after I get through with you.
Who really need that. And somebody who may have an epileptic seizure, something like that. Somebody who may have something happen. Like, those dogs are so well trained and all that. But this is not for you to bring your animal in there because, tell me, Tell me how that animal is going to emotionally support you during your grocery shopping. Because however you answer that, you need to do more work before to be able to be regulated enough to go grocery shopping, or whatever therapist signed off on that isn't doing their job.
Is that part of your job? Like where you have to sign off on that?
Well, you have to be like, I think now they have to be a doctorate level. They have to be somebody that you're currently seeing. That is a PhD or something. Yeah. Or whatever, PsyD. Yeah. And then they sign things saying they need this. Yeah. I don't do or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't think you need that at Walmart, but I think it's important at places like your apartment, where they say you can't have an animal. And like, yes, an emotional support animal is going to be better for somebody who say maybe has ADHD and struggles with the routine for day to day. That would be a very appropriate place for an emotional support animal because it will support you. There are different levels of that, yes, but that's not how this man is using this alligator. Are we for real? That's the thing, is that in addition to my feelings about emotional support animals, period, which is less forgiving than yours. I especially don't believe in civilians owning exotic animals, period. I definitely don't believe in that. You shouldn't have an alligator. Correct. Sir. You do need emotional support or something because you think that's an appropriate animal to have in your domestic space. Right. They don't want to be there. They want to be in the swamp, sir. Oh my God, it's insane. So maybe you want your dog or cat. That's bad enough, in my opinion. Right. But if you want some gator, I'm sorry. This is a Wendy's, sir. Right. And I would argue, like, yeah, what I would love to just like ask people and ask that man, tell me, how is this animal emotionally supporting you or supporting I would love to hear more. I want to hear more. Yeah, I would love to hear some specifics. I'm a listener. You can convince me. But I'm going to need to hear your argument. You could convince me. Yeah. He won't. I know. That's what I'm thinking. He won't. So I'm mad about that. And then, like, my question is, okay, what other work are we doing in order to accomplish this same goal? So we're only going to rely on the alligator forever? That, sir, is not a tool. No. No, he's just going to people.com and being like, can you believe? Oh, I can't. And they're like, we're going to print this. I can't take it. What's happening? But thanks for listening, everyone. Crazy. Yes. Not our listeners. No, they're not crazy. They are the best, and they are highly functional. And I do appreciate that I keep getting mad at all kinds of stuff on the show, and they don't even seem that upset about it. Like, I was mad the other day about the NBA, and I insisted that it should be called the MNBA. Yeah. And how my friend Heather was like, I was listening, and you said, don't forget to put that M on it, fuckers. I'm like, I can't believe this is my job. I don't even remember saying that. Totally inappropriate. Yet I was right. You are. But I'm just like, they are very tolerant of my rage. They love it. And I appreciate that. They love it. Heck. I appreciate them for so many reasons. And if you want to keep the show going, which I hope you do, go to thebraincandypodcast.com. You can find all of our candy codes there for our partners. You could join patreon.com/braincandy if you want to hear all of our reality TV commentary, of which we have a lot. Yes. You could join the Candy Club, where we watch documentaries and read books and have so much fun and have a nice little community. And stay tuned for our trivia events. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.